Hi everybody, it's Justin from Main Man Bassing. In this video, I'm going to unbox the new Daiwa CA80 XS. XS is the hyperspeed, this is the 8.3 to 1. If, while, during, or after the review, you're interested in purchasing it, I'm going to put a link in the description box below. It'll most likely be Amazon. You can click that link. It'll bring you right to where you can purchase it. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Amazon. So you can check that out if you want to purchase it, or maybe look at the price. It retails for somewhere between $85 and $100. Also, if you enjoy the video, if you like it, and if it helped you, I'd love to have you as a subscriber. I do other product reviews of fishing gear I've accumulated over the years that I find productive, durable, and cost efficient. I also do fishing adventures, like whenever I go out fishing, I make videos and how-to videos. So if you want to check those out, I'd love to have you as a sub. Let us get into the unboxing. CA80, which I call Katie. Get it? Katie? I don't know what the CA stands for. I've tried to figure it out. I'm on the Daiwa page right now. I have no idea what the CA, I don't know why it's CA, I don't know why it's 80. So I came up with the term Katie. It's a hyperspeed 8.3 to 1. I got this initially for Carolina rigging, a sea rig. My boat's so light, if there's more than 6-7 miles an hour wind, I'm drifting. Makes my fishing experience miserable. But I needed something that took up a lot of line very quickly. That's why I got the hyperspeed. They make a couple different gear ratios. They have a 6.8 to 1 and a 7.5 to 1 as well. Here's your box. I don't know how I feel about the box. Usually Daiwa does these bright colors, loads it up with features. They're not very specific on their features. There's a couple of them that I don't even know. Like some of the parts on there, I don't know what material they are. I'll get into that in a minute, but they usually load that box up with features and bright colors, and this one isn't, so it's kind of surprising to get. It's a nice black box. It actually reminds me of the Lose that I just got. You open your box, your manual pops out. Very informative manual. I'll be keeping that one. It goes over a lot of different things you can do with the reel. In your box, you have your reel. Pull it out. Box is empty. And there is your brand new beautiful reel. Color scheme: gray, black, and orange. Has that orange flare on the crank, on the paddle knobs. Your spool's orange, the holes are drilled out, 34 millimeter. And there is your braking system, MagForce, so it's going to be magnetic control, which I actually just got a magnetic control Lose at LFS, and I really liked it. So I'm really curious to see how this is going to cast. I'm going to be using it I initially bought it for a sea rig, but then I decided I'm going to take my Daiwa Tatula CT Type R, make that my sea rig, and I'll pitch and flip with this. That way, I'm hoping I can have a video for you by the end of the week, by the end of in the next week. My first impressions out of the box: very low compact reel, just fits right in your palm. Color scheme, I don't know, whatever, it's fine. I don't really care. The orange it's kind of different. I don't know, whatever. And it doesn't appear to me as strikingly beautiful, but it's still, I don't know, it's cool. I am going to load this up I'm going to spool it up with 45-pound braid. I don't know, I'm kind of concerned about that eye, because the only other reel that I have with that thickness of braid has the T-wing. So we'll see what happens I'm interested to see how the pitching is gonna perform with it. For those of you who are gonna get the smaller model, I'm not sure how it's gonna perform with casting, although I will tell you the other reel that I have that is MagForce, it's not Daiwa. It's kind of basically the same thing. The spool's a little deeper, but it's basically the same thing. The casting was lights out. So I don't know. I don't think there'll be a huge issue with it, but we'll have to see. I'll have to make a video and see. The other thing that jumped out at me right away out of the box was that there's no numbers on your brake dial. So you don't really know where you're at. It says max and free. So obviously 0 brakes, max brakes. I kind of wish there were numbers. It's really nice to see where you're at. It gives you that, when you change lures, it kind of gives you that visual cue of where to be with so you remember, like when you put that lure back on, what brake you should be at. So I wish there were some numbers there. But I still think for $100, this is going to be a really good reel. Now, I also noticed that the paddle knobs, those are nice. It's soft, and whatever material, it's sticky. So you're not going to have, even if your fingers are wet, you're not going to have an issue keeping your grip on that paddle and pitching all day, as some of us do. Some of us pitch for I've gone on days where the only thing I've done is pitch. So things like that are really important. But it's nice and comfortable. Out of the box, those are my impressions. Let's dive into some of the features. As I mentioned before, they're real vague about a lot of their features, so we'll see what I can describe here. Frame's aluminum. Side plate is carbon graphite. Your side plate release switch right there. Just pull it back, pops right out. There's your braking system, your spool. So your spool is going to become free after that. So there's really no need to open up the side plate. There's no internal adjustments with your mag force. So it's just that external dial. There's no reason for you to be, unless you need to change the spool out, there's no need to open it. This, for those of you who haven't used magnetic brakes before, there really shouldn't, there's oil in there. And the directions say right on it that there shouldn't be any oil on the brake system. But for those of you, I'm going to try and give you a decent shot here. It's really hard because you're going to see those magnets. They're going to come out. This is probably a horrible shot. I'll try to. And then once they're out, sorry, this is horrible. I don't know, it's just so hard to get a grip. I don't know how well, I don't know if that demonstrated the mag force, but basically when you turn the dial and apply more brakes, oh my God. When you apply more brakes, here's your side plate, right? If I didn't break that. Take number 3. When you apply more brakes, the brakes come out towards the spool, slow the spool down. And when you ease up on the brakes, they retract away from the spool. But it just pops right back on. Very simple, very easy. A decent amount of lube in there. That's why that thing slipped from my hands. You can see my hands are all greasy. So your aluminum frame, your mag force, carbon graphite side plate. It has infinite anti-reverse. So when you stop, it doesn't go back at all. That reel doesn't slip at all. I wish I could find a baitcaster at a reasonable price that has back reeling. I'd love to have a clutch that you could switch and then back reel, because I don't like relying on drag. I really like having control of the fight. A little bit of drag's nice so that they won't snap your line off, but for the most part, I love a back reel. But it's just they're hard to come by. They're not very back reeling's not very popular in the fishing community. Your tension knob, I'm not sure what material it's made out of. It doesn't say on the box, it doesn't say on the web page, it doesn't say on Tackle Warehouse. I'm assuming it's aluminum. I'm assuming it's metal. It feels like metal. It does not click, it's silent. I wish it clicked. I wish more of the low end reels would have a tension knob that clicks just so you know where you're at. Whatever. Just, you don't see them that much on low end reels. You gotta really spend that $200 to $250 reel, and then you start seeing tension knobs that click. Your handle, I think, is aluminum. They don't say. It doesn't say. It's bowed, it's swept. I don't know what material the paddle knobs are made out of. I have no idea. It's nice. It's nice though. It's nice and sticky. I think I mentioned that before. Your drag star, don't know what material that's made out of either. It doesn't say. I'm assuming it feels like graphite, maybe a mixture of carbon graphite. I don't know. They don't say. I don't know what the drag washer is made out of. I don't know what type of material. It's 11-pound max drag, but other than that, they don't tell us, which is kind of, I don't know, it's just kind of surprising. Usually they tell you every little single feature about it and try to break it down for you as much as possible, but it's just not, it's not in this model, so I have no idea, but it's 11-pound drag. I think as far as features go, that's it. I don't know what else to explain. Oh, the bearings. 10 ball bearings, 9 ball bearing, no, not 10 ball bearings, but 9 ball bearings and 1 roller bearing. I think the roller bearing is the anti-reverse. That's what's gonna prevent it from going into reverse. 7.2 ounces, 8.3 to 1. As I mentioned before, they have a couple different models. They have the CA80H and the left-handed version of that, both 6.8 to 1. That'll bring in 28.7 inches of line per revolution. That's 7.2 ounces. You can put 12-pound mono, 110 yards of it, or 30-pound braid, 125 yards. They have a 7.5 to 1, and these are all 9 ball bearings and 1 roller bearing. 7.2 ounces again. The 7.5 brings in 31.5 inches per revolution. Same test, 1,210 yards, 30, 125. And then this is the 8. They have a left-handed version of the 7.5 as well, and this is the 8.3. And this brings in 35 inches, 7.2 ounces. This does, it's the same thing. It's the same amount of braid. So the spool is going to be the same for all the models, and the left-handed version of this is only 8.2 to 1, but everything else is the same. 35 inches per turn, 7.2 ounces, 11-pound drag, 1,210, 30, 125. I don't know what the ball bearings are made out of. I was just thinking about that. They don't say. They don't say. They really need to update this. That's kind of crazy. I don't see anything about like corrosion resistant bearings or shielded bearings or anti-rust bearings. I don't know. So I can't give you I can't inform you on that. It doesn't say. I'd be making it up. I have looked and I can't find it anywhere. I don't know what Daiwa's doing. Usually Daiwa's the exact opposite. They just bore you to death with all the features. So it's not there. I don't know what to say. I don't know. I would think that they're anti-rust, corrosion resistant, but it doesn't say. So that's the review. I still think, even though there's a lack of feature descriptions on this, I think it's going to be a good reel. The reels are just getting better and better. Daiwa is a really good brand. So I don't think you'll have any problem. 8.3 to 1. It's very comfortable. 7.2 ounces. For For $100, I don't think you can go wrong. The hyper speeds are awesome. The 8.3 to 1s, if you've never used them, pitching and flipping with those, it's a lot. It's pretty awesome. You know, you get some good thick braid on there, some nice thick leaders, 20-pound leaders, fluorocarbon leaders that you can just pull those fish out of anything. Anything you can pull them out of very quickly. Set that hook very quickly with one turn. You know, you feel you're pulling up on your rod, you feel a bite. You just have to do one turn that's going to tighten, that's going to give you all the pressure you need to set that, drive that hook home, that jig hook or that 4-aught home. So I don't think it'll be a bad reel. I'm happy I have it. I don't think for $100, I don't think you can go wrong on a $100 bait caster by Daiwa. That's the review. Hope you like it. Hope it gave you a good perspective. If you want to purchase this or you're interested in purchasing it, you can check out the link below in the description box. Most likely be Amazon. If you enjoyed the video, if it helped you out, again, I'd love to have you as a sub. I do these reviews a lot. Fishing season is, we just got done with spawn, so I'm out there. The bigger fish they're ready to eat. I caught a couple of them last week. Check out that adventure if you want. And that's it. So I hope you like it. Hope you catch a real big bass soon. Thanks for watching.